Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Football Brehz, a platform where we discuss, debate, and banter. My name is DOS, and I'll be your host for today's show. Back with us on the show today, we have Spurs fan Ben, we have Arsenal fan Kemal, we have Liverpool fan Dwayne, and lastly, we have Chelsea fan Kadus. And we have a really fun, good show today because we're going to be discussing the London derby. We're also going to be discussing the big game between Chelsea, top of the table clash, Chelsea, Manchester City as well. So it's going to be a really fun, packed weekend. Before we do that, can you guys make sure you subscribe, you like, you follow all of our social media platforms? That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We're all on there. Make sure you come and follow us and engage in the comments as well. And we'll read out your comments live as well for the panel. So let's start, guys. Let's get straight into it. So first game we're going to go to is it's the biggest game, I would say, the weekend. Chelsea versus Manchester City. So, Kadus, Chelsea in the previous game, first half, I would say, again, Spurs played very well against you guys. You guys were on the back foot. Second half, just demolished them. So, I don't know what the hell happened with Spurs in that game, but you did your job. You got 3-0 victory, another clean sheet, scored goals, and you're joint top of the league in terms of points right now, right? So everything is looking great for Chelsea right now. And I think it's the best possible way you could have prepped to go into a game like this against Manchester City. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, 100%. Look, at the end of the day, man, I would love to come here and celebrate a win against Tottenham, but that just seems to be the standard thing nowadays, isn't it? You know what I mean? White Hart Lane, we just go there. That's just a given. It's all give, no take, really, isn't it? So, I can understand how Ben might be feeling right now, but it's standard procedure. But, listen, we have to give it.
Okay, but you're gonna forget in the group how you were chatting like Spurs are playing really well first.
Yeah, but listen, come on, we know the state of affairs right now. You know what has to happen today. But but big up Nuno. But I mean, he did what we thought he did what we thought he wasn't gonna do, which was be very attacking. He overloaded that midfield. Jorginho did have no time on the ball. I think he pushed Kane to the left, and it worked. But even then, right? Because I was looking at that game and I was like, you know what? It's a bit uncomfortable. However, I never really felt like Spurs were going to do anything, and I think you only got like one touch. Actually, no, you got no touches in the box, or one.
Wow.
But then Chelsea, I think, got 7, and we were on the back foot, which kind of showed where we were. So Tuchel just being the superstar manager that he is right now, everything that he touches turns to goals. Hooked off Mason Mount, brought on Kante, which kind of took a lot of people by surprise because we thought, well, maybe what he normally does is you'll probably switch up that double pivot to kind of get more energy in there. But he actually brought in Kante, who pushed up a lot higher, and totally influenced the game. As he should, probably one of the best central midfielders in the world.
So completely.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, man, we did what we were meant to do. Very professional. So far this season, we haven't played our best, but the times when we have controlled the game, we've controlled the game, and we know what we can play like when we're firing at full, with everything going. So, it is what it is. Let's build Man City.
Yeah, I mean, going into Man City though, what would you do? What would you want your team to do different? What would you want Chelsea to do different from what they've done so far in the last few games? Because Man City are not as forgiving as some of the other teams that you guys have come across so far. I mean, Liverpool was a very tough challenge, and you guys passed that, I would say, with flying colours, especially when you look at the circumstances. But going to City, what do you want changed with your team?
Just the intensity, man. That's the only thing that I would say. I mean, here's the thing, right? I have to also be very realistic in terms of where we're heading right now. And I think, yeah, cool. There's a lot of praise and plaudits towards Tuchel and the team, and deservedly so. We started off very well, but I would like to just see a bit more intensity. I'd like to see our front players really gluing together. That's one thing that we've lacked, and I think we're still trying to figure out. But you know what? I believe that Werner will start. That's my big prediction. I believe Werner will start. Kante will definitely start. I wasn't as worried. I think Liverpool to me was probably the team that I was worried about the most in this run. I think we've had a very good record against City. They've got two players who are injured. I think John Stones and Laporte are injured, potentially Gedongan as well. So fingers crossed if we get no injuries tonight, I can see us kind of going in, being front runners, especially at Stamford Bridge.
Exactly.
But you know, at the end of the day, I mean, look, it's football, man. And Man City are still one of the best teams in Europe. Not the best, but one of the best teams in Europe. So, you know, anything can happen. But yeah, intensity. That's just what I want to see. Just continue. Just
you know what? Yeah, I can't believe how humble this guy is, bro. Like City have been that amazing, bro. Come on, man. You know you men are gonna win it, man. Stop being humble, all right?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you,
I don't think it's as simple as that.
Let me tell you something, right? I'll tell you something. Every game, I get anxious. Yeah, my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, kind of vibes. You know what I mean?
Someone won't get that vibe. I know. Keep going.
Yeah, but that's what I was like that against Crystal Palace. So, you know, at the end of the day, I know what Chelsea can do. We've had these moments last season too when we had spells we were amazing, right? But what I want to see this season is consistency. So we started off well. You know what I mean? We've gotten the maximum points by Liverpool so far. So you know what? If we beat Man City in the weekend, then we've kind of really put the stamp on what we want to do this season. You know, and it is what it is. We move.
What about United?
I can't see you lot losing against City, to be honest.
What do you mean? What about United? Hold on. Hold on, Ben.
Well, he said if they beat City, that stamps it, puts a stamp on it. And I'm like, well, what about United? Don't you want to beat United?
I think we play United end of November. That's
exactly. It's still a long time. Yeah.
So it's still a long time. And before then, we've got a really, really favourable run. So before we even get there, I'd hope for us to have, you know, collected the most, because United are
look how defensive OS was already.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I was like, hold on, Ben's trying to bring United. Hold on, what's going on?
Yeah, I saw it. Don't worry. We'll talk about Tottenham later. You know what I mean? We'll talk about what happened there. We had to pull your pants up after the weekend.
Okay. Also, do you think City's game will be a harder test for you guys than Liverpool? Because City are not going to want to lose this game. You know, they're not going to want to lose this game. I think City have looked good. I mean, they've been scoring goals galore. Your defense has been solid as hell, probably the best defense with City in the Premier League right now. So that's why I'm like intrigued. I don't think it's as, you know, I'm not saying you're saying that, Kadus, but I know like Kemal said it and Ben said it. I don't think it's going to be a City, you know, a Chelsea win just like that. Like, I think I
don't think Chelsea are going to lose. That's what I said. I don't believe they're going to lose.
And look, listen, I don't think it's going to be a case where we go there and batter them 4-0, or even vice versa, right?
Yeah.
It could potentially be a 1-0 win. However, if we were to base it on the last game, I think City only recorded 1 or 0 shots on target against Southampton. Right, so they're really lacking that.
That was one game. That was one game. All the other games, 5-0, 5-0, 3-0.
Norwich, and then they lost 5-0 to a 10-man Arsenal who are pathetic.
Fair enough.
They beat Wickham 3-1. I know people are getting excited in there because they beat Wickham 4-1 or whatever, which is just madness. That just shows you the levels of that club right now. Just small-minded supporters, but. You know, I
think what Kadus is trying to say is.
Let me just finish. Let me just land this point. Here's the thing, right? With Chelsea, I've got full confidence in terms of what we can do when we turn up. We've shown it already last season. Bearing in mind, Man City had to change their system 3 times to try to beat us. 3 times.
That's true.
Right? And it never happened. So at the end of the day, we just have to see who wants to turn up on the day. But you know,
you're right. Fair enough. Let's maybe read some comments, because there's some comments that have come in. So we'll go to the first comment. Welcome, Mr. Bowden Smith.
Hey.
Bowden says, yes, made it for a change. Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Family right there.
Bowden also says, Kadus has no chill. And that was from the beginning, I think, when you straight away attacked Spurs. So that was funny. And then
they attack themselves, bro. Look, they attack themselves, man. We'll talk about them later, but you attack yourself, man.
Let's go to Trix, Mr. Richard. Trix, welcome, Trix. He says, is the OS in a Newcastle shirt? Come on. The badge is there, and you're telling me, is this a Newcastle shirt? Come on. Juventus, bro. Juventus, even though they're dead without CR7, but Juventus. Let's go to the next message. Jules. Man like Jules, big Dwayne in the building. So Jules, he wants you to rep. Jules again says, can't take the derby serious anymore. Both teams are punching. That's bad money. So about Arsenal and Spurs. And then the last comment with Jules says, Kemal ain't washed his top since last week. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Quick question. When's the last time he brushed his teeth? Hold on, quick question. Does he actually own a Liverpool top? Quick question. I have about 30 different Arsenal tops.
How's
that a question? Wait, you said quick question and then you made a statement.
That's a good point. That's a good
Look
point.
what money my guys invest into his dead club that's giving him nothing but half.
Let's move on. So City and Chelsea, big game, going to be a massive game. So I'm really looking forward to that. Let's go to the next game: Manchester United versus Aston Villa. Man, United got away with an amazing win against West Ham. I'm telling you, that was such an exciting game from a fan perspective to be a part of because of the ups and downs that happened. I know Liverpool fans were vexed. I know you were vexed. Don't even pretend you're vexed that we came away with that 3 points. All those penalty discussions that we had last week, whether it was a penalty, whether it wasn't. Now from that, do you guys think that we've got Villa next? We're going up to Villa and it's going to be Old Trafford as well. Do you think that Villa can really cause United any issues this weekend? Because Villa played against, was it Chelsea that they caused issues to? Okay, so maybe
Everton as well, yeah.
And Everton as well. Do you think Villa could actually get something from this game?
Yeah.
I think so. If they go back to that back five, they look very comfortable in that system. So, but we'll see in it. Yeah, Old Trafford.
Yeah. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Where at Old Trafford, I don't think Villa have looked good this season, to be honest with you. As when you think about Villa last season, they're all their new players. They haven't gelled yet. Of course, that needs time. I think we're playing them at the best time, to be honest with you. Ings doesn't really look good up top right now, so he hasn't clicked yet. Whereas Man United are going to be at home. The buzz of Ronaldo is still there at Old Trafford since the last Old Trafford game was Newcastle. I just think United will be loving this game. I think United will want this game to come very soon. So I'm actually confident going into this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I think also we'll get a clean sheet in this game. That's how confident I am going into it. But Ben,
is Ronaldo going to score again?
Say again?
Is Ronaldo going to score again?
You know Ronaldo's going to score every game, bro.
Yeah, he's going to score, bro. He's going against Mings, bro. Mings is going to die all over the place.
Man like me. Don't say that, though. Kadus likes Mings.
Mings is the worst centre-back in the league, though. That guy is a walking. Listen, don't get me started.
Yo, the only way I think we can see ourselves dropping points in that game is if we try and rotate or if we try and experiment. But if we go out the same way we went out against Newcastle or even West Ham, I actually believe was probably one of our best.
But the thing that worries me is the fact that United have been good, yes, but you still are letting goals.
No, you know I don't even think United have been that good, actually, to be honest with you. I don't think we've been that good. I think we've got goals because we've got good players.
So
performance-wise, we haven't.
Aston Villa have clearly shown that they can score goals, isn't it? Given the opportunity.
How?
With Watkins is back. El Ghazi.
How have Aston Villa shown they can score goals?
I don't think Aston Villa have been very good to
Aston Villa have scored goal pretty much every game. They may have not won them, but they're scoring goals.
Can I just say something just to add to that point, Ben? They've gone back to the back five. Yeah, that back five just worked against Everton. But here's the thing. They can score goals, but they can definitely concede them too.
Oh, 100.
That was the point I was trying to get at. Their defense is shaky as it is, with Mings and everything. But it's one of those it's going to be who can outscore the other team. And I think obviously with United having Ronaldo, Bruno, Pogba,
Don't mention them.
Don't mention who?
Pogba.
Oh. Why not mention Pogba? He's the highest assisting player.
I meant Sancho.
Okay. Sancho. Yeah. But I think United obviously will come on top in it. But it's just one of those that Aston Villa still can score goals in it. So we'll just see in it.
I know, so you would have lost that game to West Ham. But you didn't. Last season, you would have lost that game to West Ham.
100%, exactly. I don't know. I just feel the opposite. For once, I feel very confident.
It's the mentality, isn't it? It's the mentality that United have this time is different, isn't it? So,
but it's Villa's the only game they haven't scored in is against Chelsea, though.
Yeah, that's
against them. So they have done well.
One of the games it was 1-1, I think, and I think it was a penalty.
Yeah, against Brentford.
Correctly. So wasn't it a penalty, an Ings penalty, if I remember correctly? Like, I don't know. Yeah. I've watched them this season because
that was against Watford. I think it was 3-3.
Okay.
Well, then maybe
they
lost to Watford.
Yeah, they did lose to Watford. Yeah.
That's the thing. So maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
But when they played Watford,
them.
I don't think they played a back five though. I don't. They
I don't care back five,
they
back
changed the
10, back three. For me, it doesn't matter what back you play. It really doesn't matter. Like they really, for me, haven't looked good when I've watched them. But let's see. I could be wrong and we lose 3-1 or something at the weekend. But I feel like it's going to be one of the most comfortable games that we've had in a while. I could be wrong.
I just thought they came together really in the Everton game. You know, Chelsea really dominated Villa. It was just easy work for Chelsea. But how they really dismantled Everton was actually really, really good. The counter football that they played, if they use that probably against Chelsea, because I believe they're going to let Chelsea have the ball. And they probably might start the way Tottenham did in the first half. But I do believe that Villa are a bit more clinical at the moment because they are scoring goals compared to what it is with Spurs right now.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll see. I mean, in terms of our approach and our lineup, I think we just need to go with what we've had.
As long as United don't get any penalties.
Okay. We haven't had one penalty this season.
That's what I'm saying. As long as United don't get any penalties, that's my point.
Bro, we should have got 2 penalties in the last game.
I know. I was trying to trigger you.
On top of that, Spurs didn't say nothing about Man United. Nothing. Like you can't even talk to Arsenal right now.
That's cool.
And you're coming to Man United.
I triggered you. That's what I wanted to
do.
Do
you really want to do that? Do you really want to do that?
Cool.
The best striker in the Premier League, you turn him into a defensive midfielder.
It's okay, bro.
It's okay. Anyway, let's continue.
Say that again.
Turn him
defensive
defensive midfielder. That's what you've done. And look what you've done to Ndombele as well. Anyway, we're coming to Spurs. We're coming. Don't worry. I remember.
Cool. I'm ready.
So let's go to the next fixture then. Next fixture we're going to talk about Brentford versus Liverpool. So Liverpool, to be honest with you, I think Liverpool are the best in the league right now. I'm not going to lie to you. When I say the best in the league, I'm talking about performance. Every single game they've played, they've dominated. Every single game they've played, they've looked amazing going forward. Huh? Apart from Chelsea, except for Chelsea. I actually will give you that, except for Chelsea. That was yeah, I'll give you that.
I need the return game quickly. I need to get these guys. I need to get these guys.
Ready, bro.
So Liverpool look really, really, really strong. So I think, Dwayne, you must be very, very happy with where Liverpool are right now in terms of looking solid. I think that the thing is, injuries might start to be happening right now for you guys. So
it's creeping in.
It's creeping in slowly. You can start to see. So how do you feel right now as a Liverpool fan and where you are in the season, especially what's happened to you guys last season? And do you feel, I mean, I'm sure going into the Brentford game, you're going to feel confident going into that game, even though Brentford defensively have been good this season.
They've been sound.
But I think, with your attack, I think you can break them down. How are you feeling right now as a Liverpool fan?
I'm feeling much better, to be honest with you. Beginning of the season, I wasn't really too confident. I'm happy with my first 11, but I've always maintained that the depth of this squad, I'm not comfortable with. I'm not confident in. But what I've started noticing with Klopp since the beginning of the season, he's now starting to use his squad. Last season, you could always guarantee what first 11 it was always going to be if everyone was fit. Now, I couldn't even tell you who is guaranteed. The only person I can tell you is guaranteed is Alisson and Salah and Virgil van Dijk. Other than that, he's been swapping the fullbacks around. He's been changing the midfield. And I now start to think that he's believing in his squad more.
Yeah.
Because when he got to the second half of last season, you can tell he was nervous. He was playing Henderson, Fabinho at centre-back, not using the likes of Phillips and Williams. But now you can see he's rotating. He's making sure that the players stay ready. And now when you look at the likes of Origi, Minamino scoring just last night, it breeds confidence into the team now because they now believe, look, I can get a game. Last season, they're probably thinking, what's the point? If I play a game, I'm going to get dropped anyway. There's no point. So I'm not going to give my all. Now, there's a togetherness. They now believe that they will get games. They're all fighting. So that I'm feeling more confident now.
I think what I've also noticed with Liverpool is no matter who comes in, they do well. They fit in the system. They've bought in the system, which is a very important thing because I haven't seen that with United, to be honest with you, last season. Anytime someone got injured, like we've been affected strongly. Whereas with Liverpool, it doesn't really happen like that. And you know, players like Shimikas, for example, look good when they come in for Robertson. You know, and
he's done a very good job, Shimikas.
Very good.
I believe that he's going to push Robertson a lot this season. But it's good because Robertson played throughout the whole of last season. Hardly got a break because Shimikas was out injured for the majority of it. So now he's able to rest Robertson now. And you can see the intensity in Robertson every time he does play a game. It's just he's got a lot more energy. So the only thing is now it's right back at the moment. That is the problem right now. It's not. I just don't think the depth is that strong that side.
Do you think he'll be back? Because I know he was out. You know, Trent was out last week. Do you think he's back?
Milner did fantastic. I thought Zaha was going to literally destroy him because he's been sent off twice against Zaha. So I was expecting to get brutalized, but Milner was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. That's one of my favorite players, to be honest.
Milner reminds me of...
Can we give that guy a little bit of let's give his flowers, man, because
that's what I was going to say.
The career that he's had has been phenomenal. You know what I mean?
He was
servant at Man City. He was a good servant, and he was a good servant for Liverpool. I think he's been one of the most consistent players
100%.
in the Premier League. Man.
He reminds me of Aspilicueta. He reminds me of Aspilicueta. Hard work,
man.
And can adapt in different scenarios. Like these players are really gold. I agree. Yeah, what do you think about? You agree with that? Since you look like you're Vex over there. They're talking about.
Well, I'm reading comments saying Arteta in. So what do you want me to do?
We'll get to those comments.
That's why I'm vexed.
We'll get to those comments.
PTSD.
Before we get to those comments, just a quick thing. So, Dwayne, would you change anything with what Klopp's been doing with the lineup so far going into the game against Brentford, or do you just go with what you guys have been doing in the league?
Yeah, I believe he's going to change the defense around. I believe he's going to bring Virgil back. He's going to bring Matip back into the side. Trent should come back in, also Robertson, because he did get run out for about maybe 30 minutes last night. So I believe he'll start tomorrow. Midfield, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with midfield. I think maybe Jones will start alongside Fabinho and Henderson, because Kate had a knock last night, so I think he'll go with Jones. He played quite well last night, to be honest with you. And then Mane will return, so will Salah. But yeah,
and who's the third person? Mane, Salah, and who's the third? Is it going to be Jota or is it going to be Firmino?
Apparently Firmino's returned to training this week, so I'm not too sure what's going on.
Okay.
Jota, he's playing well, but he looks a bit like he's trying to overdo things in front of the goal at the moment. His miss the other day was, I don't know how he missed that.
It was terrible.
I don't know how he should have scored a miss. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, let's go to the comments, because there's a lot of people that are commenting. So we'll go first of all to let's see where we were. Yes. So Joel, welcome, Joel. Good to see you. Good to see you on here. Joel says, I heard Duffy has got 5 times more shots in the box than Kane. He said that Kane. Anyone care to comment? Ben, I'm bringing this to you, bro.
Bruv, I don't know if it's true or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
No, it's true. Joel knows his stats. Joel knows his stats.
Okay. Well, so that's
true. But like everyone's been saying, Kane has been doing something completely different. So,
okay, so that was Ben's answer to you, Joel. So you digest how you want. Next comment from Joel again: more goals, more assists. Anyone? I'm not sure what he means by that. Joel. That's no.
I think he's still talking about Kane. I think he's still probably talking about Kane.
Got you. Miles, welcome, Miles. Good to see you here. Miles says, if we're going to compete, we need to win these games with no drama, 100%. And it's the one against Villa. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I feel confident, because I think the team knows what they have to do, and there's the character too. So let's see. Next one, I'm hearing United are down 1-0 to West Ham. Anyway, let's keep going. Mr. Bowden, if Villa sit back, United will smash them 100%. And the thing is, that's why I don't think they will sit back. I think they're going to come. And if they come, there's going to be space, which also works well for us. So I think I'm excited for that game. Joel says United will smash them regardless. So he's talking about the Villa game as well. He believes that. Miles says, who is the better defensive striker, Kane or Bobby? That is a good point. But Bobby's scoring, he's scored this season, hasn't he?
Yeah. That what?
Firmino, I think, might have scored at the beginning, maybe.
He's the best. He's the best DM in the league, I think.
Okay. And then this is my favorite comment. Joel says Kemal Arteta in. What's going on?
That's the question. So we all know he needs to get
question?
the
There's
sack.
no question mark, bro.
Okay, snap.
Why is he touching his own team for? This is mad. Arsenal fans have really like gone to the depths of despair now. Do you know what I mean? Like there must be support groups just full of Arsenal fans in there. Just
Kemal can't tell the difference between a statement and a question. Bro. That's what it is.
Come on,
Joel, next comment.
Why is Ben talking for?
Next comment. Joel says, I just want to see him get triggered. That's you, Kemal. He didn't get triggered though, so we'll keep trying throughout the show. Joel
Calm
says,
and collective.
Trent is nailed. He was just ill. Fair enough. That's the FPL talking right there, Joel. Joel again. He says Trent will be back. Don't worry about your FPL team. There you go. We have to try and find out, Joel. We have to try and find out from the source.
Oh, my
Joel
day.
again.
Is that Joel in that picture? Because that don't look like him at all, man. Look
That's
at the picture.
him. That's him.
That was him like 10 years ago.
Boy.
That's when he thought he was part of 3T.
Sweet boy.
Joel again. Jota, don't piss me off, he says. Joel again. He says
Arsenal fans are more concerned about FPL. It's mad.
And then the last comment, Brooke is in the house. Welcome, Brooke. Welcome, Brooke. He says Lanzini, though. Lanzini just scored for West Ham. So fair enough. There's nothing I can say to that. I'm not even going to lie. So let's move on. The last game. Guys, also make sure if you're new here, make sure you subscribe and you follow all of our social media pages. So last game that we're going to discuss today, the London Derby. Arsenal versus Tottenham. We're making it out like it's a big thing, but it's not because no one cares. But Arsenal versus
Kemal smiling.
Kemal,
Yo, talk to me.
how are you feeling going into the London Derby? 2 straight wins in a row, 2 clean sheets.
Boy,
Arsenal
say that
look
again.
like-
2 straight wins.
Arsenal
Okay,
look like
cool. So
they're
2-0.
exactly. So how are you feeling? Like,
2-0.
tell Ben, bro, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling confident. Because we're playing Tottenham and they're just doo-doo. I remember this guy celebrating being top of the table a couple of weeks back. Where are you now, bruv? Because if we beat you, we overtake you, right? Quick maths. Okay, cool.
You just answered your own question. This guy, bruv.
I'm very confident, to be honest.
Where are you now? We're above you.
All we need to do, listen, we just need to play our game. When certain mans are back, things don't happen. Simple.
Okay.
Gabriel back in the team. Hold on, I'm not finished. Gabriel's back in the team. Partnership with Ben White. No goals are going in. Solid defense. This man is solid at the back, and with Partey back in front of them as well.
Do you know what's funny? Kane is gonna come back with bare goals this time because Kane loves scoring against Arsenal. So keep talking, innit?
That was the old Kane who wanted to play for Tottenham. He don't want to play for Tottenham anymore.
All right.
He don't give a damn.
Okay.
He's too busy in the middle of the park trying to get the ball because Kane can't run no more. That's another thing. Kane can't run. He's lost his legs.
So Ben, Tottenham, you thought you guys were going to win the league the first 3 games, and then everything shifted.
Who thought that? Hold on, who thought that? Don't make statements,
you did.
Bro. No, I didn't. Show me where I thought that. Show me where.
Hold on. Breaking news.
No,
Lacazette 1-0 to the Arsenal.
Listen,
Lacazette
I'm not letting
1-0 to the
get away
Arsenal.
with these statements. These dead statements.
Go,
about
Ben,
my
go.
strikers
Lacazette
in the league.
scoring.
Who
He
said
ain't doing
that?
nothing.
All right, then talk, Ben, go.
Who? OS, answer my question. Who said Tottenham are going to win the league?
You did, bro. You said this
Give
season
me a
was your
time,
season.
date, and show me evidence.
I'll show you later.
No. You know what? Yeah, we'll come back next podcast. Yeah,
1-0 to the Arsenal.
Okay, Ben. So you guys won your first 3 games. I think it was. It wasn't convincing, but you won, and it was clean sheets as well. But now we're kind of seeing your performances catch up with your performances, and now you're not winning anymore. And you're coming up against Arsenal, who lost their first 3 games. And now they've caught up points with you guys. They beat you. I think if Arsenal win by 2 or 3 goals, that's when Arsenal go above you. It's 3-0, 2-0 exactly. So, what is going on, bruv? What is going on at Tottenham,
bro? Honestly, I don't know, innit? I don't know because we put a great performance first 45 minutes against Chelsea, and then second half it just all fell apart.
Was it really great though, or did they just allow you to play?
No. Spurs
it was good.
It's a question.
Look at this guy with the bruv. You had your turn, innit? Shut up. You come with these statements. Was it really great though? Bruv, did you even watch the game?
Go on, Ben. Answer the question. Go.
Listen, it just fell apart, innit? And obviously it showed the superior manager made the right changes change the whole game.
Say that again.
We didn't.
Say that. Say that.
We didn't.
Say that again.
We didn't make the changes early enough. We lost our heads. It just goes to show the players clearly, mentally they're not really there, which supports the idea that we were having poor performances, but just managing to get the wins. But now we really need to make sure that we have the mentality and we keep the performance going for longer than flipping 45 minutes. And if we need to change things, we make those changes right away. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. I don't think we're going to lose against Arsenal. Honestly, don't think we are. I know we're poor, but we're not that poor. Okay, let's be real.
Oh, wow.
I know Arsenal have had wins, but come on now. Let's look at who they face.
What do you mean by that?
Let's look at who they face.
Your record at Emirates has been terrible.
Exactly, and it's at the Emirates.
Terrible.
Can I ask you a question? Who's going to score for you?
When's the last time Arsenal beat us? Go on, I'll wait. All right, cool.
About 3 years ago.
Yeah, okay.
That's a long time.
So,
my days.
Wow. Exactly.
Wow.
When this guy's chatting, like he's haps here just because they won against who was it? Wickham.
Norwich.
Who was it they beat? Before Norwich. Did you get hyped from Wickham first?
Burnley,
Norwich.
Just relax.
Okay, calm.
We won games that you
up and down. Don't worry. You'll be sad next week. Don't worry.
I'm not going to be sad next week because we ain't losing.
Yeah, you are. Every week is up and down. But I don't even know what Kemal will get today.
Where do you guys think the battle will be won in this game? Because that's going to be interesting. Like, where do you think it'll be won? Is it the midfield? Is it the defense? Is it the attack? It might be the attack because right now Spurs don't have an attack because everyone's playing in midfield.
It depends who Arteta puts up front because Lacazette's just out here scoring like it's for fun. So it depends on
who
plays. Wimbledon.
It's in attack. Let's be real. It's in attack, innit? The difference is in attack, innit? So.
Fair enough.
Just a question.
Go on, Dwayne.
Just a question. Ben, do you think that Kane probably needs to be dropped?
Yes.
Nah, I just think Kane needs to play his position. Kane hasn't been playing as a striker. He needs to just play as a striker. I think he's just been too far deep, bruv. He had the whole Chelsea game. He had five touches in the box. The whole Chelsea game.
He's choosing to do that.
He played deep last season, and that was probably his best figures, really over.
No, but he didn't play deep. He didn't play deep the whole game. This is the thing. Like, he didn't play deep the whole game last season. He was mixing it up. He didn't play deep every game as well. He was mixing it up depending on the opponents we were facing. Mm-hmm. This season, he hasn't been mixing it up. And that's the point. The critical moments where he actually needs to be in the box when the ball is whipped in the box, he's not there. And that's the issue.
But when you were playing well, that was without him being there. So what I mean is that because of him losing, you can tell he's lost interest in playing. So that's what I mean. Do you feel that your team is suffering with him being in the side?
Nah, listen. It's yes, I get he's showing very body language is mad, but for me, he still makes a difference. And I think if he just plays as a striker, even with the poor body language, he's gonna get the ball in the box, he's gonna shoot, and he's gonna have a chance on goal. We know how clinical he is, so I don't think it's about him being dropped. I think it's just about him just playing as an outright striker. Simple as.
Okay.
Breaking news. I made a mistake. Hold on, sorry, can I just finish? I made a mistake. We beat Tottenham 2-1 last season. Sorry, I apologize.
Thank you, Brooklyn.
Yeah, 3 years is a long time.
Can I just say something though? Yeah, I understand the idea of Kane being disinterested, whatever, but we can't ignore the fact that hardly any quick chances are being created. So even if he was in the box, who's going to provide those chances?
That's true.
You guys, in attacking wise, you were terrible.
Chances? What are you talking about? Chances were created in the first half against Chelsea. One by one. Chances were created against Chelsea. Reguilon was swinging crosses in. Do you know what I mean? Chances.
One cross, which really good cleared. I watched that game. One cross. Crystal Palace was terrible.
There was more than one, but anyway.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on from that point. Do you guys have any influential players out, Ben?
Yeah, game? we've got Bergwijn out. Mora's still a doubt. So yeah. So we'll see.
And then for you, Kemal, do you guys have any influential players out for you?
As long as there's no injuries today, I think we should be good.
Cool. Okay, well, let's go to the comments before we finish up. Let's go to the comments, and then we'll do the score predictions quickly, and then we'll finish up. So we'll go to Brooke. Brooke says 3T, and he started laughing. So some people didn't get that. But so
Michael Jackson's nephews, if you didn't get that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Joel was laughing as well. Brooke says 1-0 Arsenal Lacazette. So that's he was telling us when Arsenal scored. Brooke then said 3 years we beat Spurs the last time we played. So
that's incorrect. We lost the last time we played them.
Emirates.
Brooke don't have that. Brooke don't have that.
Emirates. You're back with
you, Brooke. Don't have that.
All I want to ask Brooke is, when is he coming back to the group?
That's a good question, Brooke. He's asking you when you're coming back. Joel, next comment. Joel says, man said Laka is out here scoring for fun against Wimbledon. I'm done.
I don't know why this guy's coming for me when he wants Arteta to stay at the club. This guy wants Arteta to in. He's an Arteta in person.
And then the next one, Joel, Brooke, tell him he's talking about the 3 years thing. And then the next one is Joel again saying Ben is tripping. And Joel is after you, Ben.
Ben is tripping, yeah.
Bro, don't get a point that says Lacazette scores bare goals, bro.
And then the last comment.
Hold on. Last season he was our highest goal scorer. So what are you talking about?
Okay, cool.
What are you talking about?
I'm happy for you, bro.
And then
I'm happy. Did you get a golden boot?
Okay, Joel,
cool.
last comment says, so is Kemal. So he's saying you're tripping as well, Kemal. So, okay.
It's okay. He's Arteta in. I don't really listen to what Joel has to say.
Okay. Oh, that's deep. Let's go to the score predictions now. So, Ben, Chelsea, actually, I'll come back to that to the end. Manchester United versus Aston Villa. What's your score prediction?
3-2 United.
Okay. Dwayne, what are you saying?
I'm going 3-1 United.
Okay. Kadus, what are you saying?
Same as Dwayne, 3-1 United.
Okay, Kemal?
2-0.
Who?
Come on, man. You man have Ronaldo.
I'm confused though, because you guys were all like, nah, you know what? Villa gonna.
Not you guys. I never said that. United are winning 2-0.
Come on. This guy has amnesia, bro. I said that.
I think
what are you talking about? What did I say? I said I was the only one. Hold on. No. I will not move on,
bro. Move on. It's okay.
I actually said I agree with Mukhtar, and Aston Villa ain't that good. That's what I said.
All right.
Okay, cool.
I say 2-0 Manchester United. Let's go. Brentford versus Liverpool. Ben, what are you saying?
3-0 Liverpool.
Okay. What are you saying, Dwayne?
I'm going 2-0 Liverpool.
I agree there. What are you saying, Kadus?
I concur, 2-0 as well.
And what are you saying, Kemal?
Yeah, 2-0.
I say 2-0 as well. Chelsea versus Manchester City. What are you saying, Ben?
I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw.
What about you, Dwayne?
I'm actually going 1-1 as well.
Hold on, I'm confused.
I don't think Pep's going to take any risks.
Earlier on, you said that Chelsea were going to beat City, and now you're saying 1-1. I'm confused, bro. What's going on?
He wants it to be. He wants it to be a draw. That's fine.
Yeah.
And Dwayne, you said 1-1 as well. Dwayne, you said 1-1.
I think it's going to be. I don't think City are really going to take as much risks as they've done before, and I can only see it 1-1. That's why
I think none of them are going to want to lose, basically.
No, definitely not.
Kadus, what are you saying?
1-0 to Chelsea.
1-0 to Chelsea. Okay, and Kemal, what are you saying?
1-0 to Chelsea.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say 1-1. I think this game is going to be. And then the last game, London Derby, Arsenal versus Spurs. What are you saying, Dwayne?
Oh, the atmosphere is going to be amazing at Emirates for this game. They're going to be up for it. But I can probably see it 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay, Kadus?
3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal. Wow. Okay. I'm going to say this is going to be a 1-1 draw. I'm going to say. Now,
none of them.
Kemal, what are you saying?
2-0 to the Arsenal. 2-0 to the Arsenal.
And what are you saying, Ben?
All right, first of all, yeah.
Don't lie, Ben.
Brooke, you're an idiot.
Ben,
coming back to the group when William scores.
Ben, don't lie.
Yeah,
he said when William scores a hat trick.
Brooke said he's coming back to the group when William scores a hat trick.
Wow.
So, Ben,
listen. I'm saying it with my chest, yeah. 3-0 Tottenham. Hat-trick for Harry Kane. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Let's go. Harry Kane 3.
That's the most delusional thing I've ever heard in my life. Man said 3-0 to Harry Kane, and he's the worst striker in the flipping Premiership.
All right, let's finish up. That's all we have.
How many goals has Kane scored against Arsenal?
Let's finish up, guys.
Yes.
You guys want to do it for an hour?
He loves scoring against Arsenal, bruv. He loves it. He loves it.
Tell me when you guys finished.
We're finished.
Dead, guys. Some dead argument. Anyway, that's the show for you for today.
How about you use your plurals correctly? Dead guy. There was only...
Thank you so much for joining us today. Let us know if you agree with some of the discussions that have happened. Let us know if there's any topics you would like for us to discuss, and we will discuss it. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you follow. And it's just going to be interesting to see who's going to win this North London derby. Thank you so much, and we're going to see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Tottenham are terrible.